Hi, this is my TED Talk. So originally I was doing it like towards like gun control and like is it good where it stands, but I mainly like punched it down to doing like just giving a talk about like the gun control laws where they stand in Indiana. Just like let people know like how like what laws we have. So it's not so much about gun control. And in my like essay thing it kind of is, but like it's more or less about just the laws in Indiana. So there are an extensive amount of deaths in Indiana, and I'll get to that. But in the state of Indiana, you have to be 18 to buy a gun and to get a permit to carry a gun. And that a permit to carry that means that like you can carry a firearm on into certain places, and I'm going to list those right now. So some places that are permitted include liquor stores, state parks, in your car, even on school property in your car, as long as it's locked, restaurants, and some stores, depending on their policy, which could include Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, stores like that. But if they say no guns, then no guns. Then some places you are not allowed to carry include obviously schools, airports, the annual state fair, and any other place that says no by federal law. And something that is wrong with Indiana's gun control laws is that when you buy a gun from a private dealer, you don't need to do a background check. So what that means basically is you can go into a private dealer and you show them your ID, you're 18. They're like, all right, that's all I need to know. You can buy this gun as long as you got the money. But like some private dealers, they'll tell you like, no, I have to like I'll do a background check on you, even though I don't have to. So they don't have to, but they can. And that's a problem here in Indiana because, and I think this law goes across the country, some places, not everywhere. But that's a problem because that means like if I had a criminal record at 18 and I went to a gun show and I was like, "Can I buy a gun?" and they're like, "Sure." I show my ID, I'm 18, and then I get it and I have it with a criminal record. So obviously, that's not good in Indiana. That's not good on us, and we should definitely make sure that that's changed because I don't like that. I love guns, but I don't like that. So to obtain a license to carry, like I said, or to even buy a gun in Indiana, again you have to be 18, but you also have to be a proper person. And this means that you have no charges against you for resisting law enforcement. You have no criminal conviction that would put you in jail for a year or longer. You have no criminal conviction of domestic violence, no record of drug or alcohol abuse, and no knowledge of being violent or emotionally unstable. And that's just naming a few, honestly. Like I if I put more and more into this list, it would probably exceed it like 20 minutes. There's so many different like things that you couldn't have broken, and like that's a lot right there. Like that puts a lot of people out of being able to buy them. But again, if they have those against them, they can go to a private dealer, and if the person doesn't do a background check, they can have all of these refraining like to them, and they would still be able to buy a gun. So obviously, after just naming a few of those, that takes away some people. But again, the private gun laws. So if we go to deaths in Indiana, there are about 900 to 950 gun deaths per year in Indiana, but 61% of those are being suicides, which is about 550 of them. Then the other 35% is about 330 are homicides, and like I think Indianapolis is one of the top 10 places. Well, at least used to be one of the top 10 deadliest places in the country, cities. So yeah, but like 35% of our homicides. So we have a rate of 13.6 people being killed per 100,000 people. That puts us in 19th in gun deaths per capita in the nation. And so looking at that, seeing all the suicides, in my stance, I know I said this isn't really about gun control, but like if we were looking at it towards gun control, I believe that we should be more focused on the mental health of people in our nation rather than trying to get more gun laws. Because obviously, Indiana, we have a lot of gun laws. We're decent at it, but like some things could change. But I think we should be more focused on mental health. Thank you.